What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here and welcome back to another MK11 video. And today we got some more questions for me to answer, another Q&A. It's been about 2 weeks. I think every 2-3 weeks I'll probably do a Q&A. I have a lot of questions here written down. And let's get to it. Before that, as always, if you guys have been enjoying the MK11 coverage, leave a like rating on the video. It's always appreciated. And just a quick reminder that the Kombat cast was canceled last week, or I guess this week, but it will resume on Tuesday, February 5th at twitch.tv/netherrealm. It's going to start at 3 p.m. Central Time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Time and 1 p.m. Pacific Time. So if you guys can't catch it, I'll have all the action here on the channel, so don't worry about that. But we are going to get a Cabal Kombat cast this week if everything works out. So let's get started here with the questions. All right. First question is, what do you think of Shang Tsung getting resurrected and Jax getting killed off in MKX? Or Jax getting killed off. In MKX, he had at least 2 endings where he died. It would be really bold for NetherRealm Studios to kill off Jax. I think his first appearance was in Mortal Kombat 2. And I think Jax has been a pretty big fan favorite for a long time. He's been in many Mortal Kombat games. I think he's been in every Mortal Kombat game except maybe 3. Something like that, maybe 2 or 3. But I know he's been a staple character in the roster for a very long time in most Mortal Kombat games. So it would take some balls to actually kill off Jax. But then again, we are dealing with time here. So if things happen in the story mode that, you know, maybe they kill off characters here and there, at the end of the day, if we're dealing with, you know, time manipulation, there's a good chance that they could get brought back to life. Time could get reversed, you know what I mean? So I would say that go for it. Go for the shock value. Kill off Jax, kill off some other characters. Bring back that MK9 shock value where all these characters got killed off by Sindel. Just, I guess, do it a little bit better than having Sindel kill all of them. And as far as Shang Tsung being resurrected, I think it's about time. I think it's time to have some Shang Tsung action. We didn't have him in MKX, we had him in MK9, so let's bring him back. It was one game we had him, one game we didn't, and now bring him back. Hopefully they go with a cool design for him. But Shang Tsung has always been interesting with the ability to be able to, you know, shapeshift and steal your opponent's moves and pretty much become a, you know, mimic your character. So I guess we'll see. But I wouldn't mind seeing Shang Tsung return, to be honest. Let's see. Moving on here. I did not know. This wasn't really a question. It was just something that kind of surprised me. I want to bring up here. So I posted a video on Instagram of myself sniping just in Blackout, you know, just going one-on-one versus some guy trying to challenge me. Are you kidding me? I don't have the actual clip right here. It's just it was just like a long range one-on-one fight in the new Blackout game mode where it's only snipers and knives and rocket launchers. And a lot of people did not know that I played Call of Duty, and a lot of questions were like, what the hell, you play Call of Duty? And I'm like, come on guys, really? I used to snipe on Call of Duty from 2010 to 2015. In the background, I'll put a montage of mine called Man of Steel that I made a long time ago. It's still one of my favorite montages, maybe my favorite montage that I've ever done to date. And yeah, I actually used to, before I uploaded any sort of Mortal Kombat or fighting game content, I used to primarily be a Call of Duty sniping channel. And I think that actually really helped me out starting off joining the fighting game community on YouTube, because I started off covering MK11 or MKX when I already had about 90,000 subscribers that I had accumulated from, you know, having my channel be primarily Call of Duty. So, you know, compared to someone maybe starting off fresh and trying to, you know, make a name for themselves on the fighting game scene on YouTube with 0 subscribers and stuff and just starting fresh, I definitely had a huge advantage already having put 5 years of work into my YouTube channel doing Call of Duty videos. So the people who actually stayed, you know, really helped me out in watching those videos and helping me get into recommended, etc. And then slowly but surely the Mortal Kombat X videos started getting more views than Call of Duty videos, which is what I wanted because I didn't want to play Call of Duty anymore. But you have to maintain, you have to keep uploading what you're known for until you don't have to anymore. So since I didn't want to play Call of Duty anymore, as soon as, I saw that MKX was growing, I'm like, fuck this, I don't want to play Call of Duty anymore. So that's when I focused all my time on trying to learn Mortal Kombat X. And then here we are now, like one of the biggest fighting game channels on YouTube, which is pretty crazy how things turned around. Because, going from something like uploading Call of Duty to a fighting game is definitely not the same thing. And it was like a big U-turn for me and my channel, but I'm glad I did it. So yeah, I definitely did play Call of Duty for a long time. All right, moving on here. What do you think will happen with the new characters introduced in MKX, like Ferritor, Devora, Kotal Kahn? I brought those up because, of course, I want Erron Black to return, so obviously I'm going to say Erron Black is going to come back. In my heart, I do believe so. There's other characters that are uncertain. I think Takeda is going to come back, but characters like Jackie, Kung Jin, Kotal Kahn, Devora, Ferritor, they're still up in the air in my humble opinion. Let me know which of these characters you guys want to see the most. But just to write them off here, I think Ferritor will not return. I think Devora will not return. I think Kotal Kahn will return. And I think Jackie and Kung Jin will not return. So I think out of all the new introduced characters, I think the only one that's going to return is going to be Takeda, Erron Black, Cassie Cage, and Kotal Kahn. I think those are going to be the main characters that return. Moving on here, how do you pick your main character? That's a good question. If all you care about is winning and just winning matches, pick a top tier. It doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter if you like the character. If all you care about is winning, pick a top tier. Because if you want to win, and that's literally all you care about, if you try to pick your favorite character that might not be top tier, you're just going to get pissed off and not want to play the game. If all you care about is winning, pick a top tier. Now, if you care about, just playing the characters you like, having fun, and you also want to win, I would definitely recommend that you pick the character you like, but also pick a top tier. Have that pocket top tier in the back, just in case you get pissed off and want to put on your tryhard panties and win the game. But something that always stuck with me, and something that I always remember, and something that I always go by in every fighting game that I play now, is words from the legend, my favorite fighting game player of all time, Infiltration. He said, "I main the game." And those words stuck with me since I heard them. And every fighting game that I play, I try to play every character in the game. Because I feel that if you main the game and you know everything there is to know about the game's mechanics, you somewhat master them. Of course, you can't master everything perfectly, but if you have a good understanding and you practice the game, it just makes it easier for you to pick up any character you want, whether you like that character, whether the character is top tier. Those words, main the game, is something that that I appreciate, because whenever someone asks me who your main character is, I'm like, I don't really have a main character. And you guys know that, Erron Black is my favorite character in MKX. Hunter Predator is the most fun character in MKX. But I really don't have a main character. I would not consider Erron Black a main character. I wouldn't consider Hunter Predator a main character, because I main the game. I main every character on the roster because that's what I want to do. That's what's the most fun for me. And if I want to win, if I want to put my tryhard pants on, I could pick from various different characters that are top tier. I could pick Sector, I could pick Smoke, I could pick Cassie, I could pick a bunch of different characters because I pretty much main the game. So in my opinion, I feel that if you have the time, some people might not have the time to actually learn all these different characters, but if you don't have the time, I would say pick one character either top tier or a character you like, but really focus on the mechanics of the game, guys. Focus on frame data, focus on trying to learn everything that makes someone a good player in that specific fighting game. And once you learn that, and once you understand it, you might not be able to learn it fully, because I mean, considering compared to like pro players, I suck, right? But I understand what goes on in pro matches. I just can't do it because I don't have that type of skill. But because I understand that I could, do what I can to improve how I play. So I would say that if you don't have the time to like main the game, main every character on the roster, or almost every character on the roster, then focus on one character, but really pay attention to the game and the mechanics and everything that you can to actually improve, and not just stay constant with the same character over and over and over and over again. You always want to improve. And you could do that just by, dedicating a lot of your time to trying to understand the game mechanics to the most of your abilities. So when it comes to picking a main character, in my opinion, there's two or three options. You pick a top tier if all you care about is winning. If all you care about is having fun, but also you want to win, pick your favorite character and have a backup top tier character. And the third one, if you have time, main the game. All right, now let's move on here to the next question. Since we did not see your reaction, who was the biggest surprise for the MK11 reveal, Baraka or Scarlets? That's a good question because, I did not upload a reaction video of the Mortal Kombat gameplay reveal because, of course, I was at the event. And to be honest, I really did not want... I wanted mostly to just be there in the moment and just appreciate everything and just, pay really close attention. And I felt that if I was going to do a vlog and, record my reaction, I didn't really feel like doing it, to be honest with you guys, because I just wanted to appreciate the event. And so I didn't upload a reaction video to the Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay, but for myself personally and the crowd reaction, it was definitely Baraka. The biggest pop was Sub-Zero for sure. When Sub-Zero came on screen, everyone started cheering, right? Of course, Sub-Zero, fan favorite, but as far as surprises, no one even knew that the female character was Scarlet. Even though she was using her blood magic, she looks so much different, and she looks so much different than MK9 that no one even knew it was Scarlet. So definitely the biggest pop for the new character reveal was Baraka. And for sure, for myself personally, I'm like, what the hell, Baraka? And yeah, Baraka was definitely the biggest surprise in the reveal. Does MK11 have brutalities? Yes, of course. They do have brutalities. And you have to perform, specific criteria to get the brutality. You guys will see the brutality at some point in this Scarlet video, or in the Scarlet gameplay in the back. Which game do you think is a fun, balanced fighting game? Also, I actually mentioned this in the last Q&A video that I wanted MK11 to be a fun, balanced fighting game, and what I mean by that is I want every character, or almost every character, to be viable and have some sort of cheap stuff to their gameplay, because I feel like Injustice 2 is a very, very balanced game, probably the most balanced NetherRealm game. But I feel like a lot of the characters are definitely toned down. Instead of like bringing other characters up, they kind of toned down a lot of the characters. So the level of cheapness and the level of fun kept going down and down and down and down. So I think Injustice 2 is a boring, balanced fighting game. But I think a fun, balanced fighting game is, well, in the versus games, it's a lot easier to have a fun, balanced fighting game, just because you don't have to rely on just one character to have a broken team or have a fun team. So Dragon Ball FighterZ, I feel like it's a pretty balanced fighting game, because there's a lot of team synergy that could go on with characters that might be low tier, considered low tier, like a Super Saiyan Blue Goku, a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Even Krillin is considered low tier, but with the right team and the right team synergy, any character could be good. So that's an example of a fun, balanced fighting game. I actually think MKX is a fun, balanced fighting game. Of course, you have your top tier characters like Shinnok, Sector, Smoke, some other characters, but for the most part, I feel like every character has one variation that is really fun to play that's good. Of course, Crystalline Tremor, I can't forget that motherfucker. He's crazy, man, with that one hit of armor. But I think MKX did a really good job of making a fun, balanced fighting game, because, you know, I could go on MKX and play any character that I want and feel confident versus almost every character in the game. Of course, you have your bad matchups, which are unavoidable, even in fun, balanced fighting games, even in boring, balanced fighting games, right? See, there's a brutality right there. There are brutalities in the game. It's just, you know, people didn't have enough time to go through a bunch of different brutalities, but I feel like MKX did a really good job of providing something that's fun variation for every single character. So I just hope MK11 has a fun, balanced fighting game, and they bring up lower tier characters up instead of nerfing the top tier characters. I feel like that's where fighting games go wrong a lot of times. Obviously, if something is incredibly broken, like pre-patch Tanya in MKX when she first came out, that was ridiculous. She had armor on her like 7-frame teleport that was like plus 10 on block, something like that. It was dumb. It was like a top 8 in a big major tournament where it was 6 Tanyas and 2 other characters. It was like the worst. It was the worst showing of like Mortal Kombat in a while, man. Tanya was so broken. She might have been the most broken character ever. I mean, as broken as Quan Chi was, and as broken as some of these other characters were when they came out, like Alien, I think Tanya might have been the worst out of any character released in MKX. She was crazy. Is MK11 going to be pay to win? No, it was confirmed already that they're not going to have any loot boxes that you can purchase and have it affect gameplay or anything like that. So no, it's not going to be pay to win. Same thing as Injustice. Injustice was not pay to win either, and there was more loot boxes there. Already read. Which game do you think is a fun, balanced fighting game? Let's see, where were we? Will MK11 put in the run before the game comes out? No, do not think that NetherRealm is going to put a run button in MK11 before the game comes out. That's not going to happen. They designed the game this way, and they're not going to change it. And I feel like it's fine not having a run button. I don't care that MK11 does not have a run button. What I want is a little bit faster dashes. I want them to go further forward. I want you to be able to cancel your dash into your block a little bit faster, just so dash blocking could, you could use that as a movement tool. And I just want them to speed up the game a little bit more, but I don't really care that there's no run button, to be honest with you guys. So no, if you guys are like looking forward to NetherRealm putting in a run button, stop that, please, because it's not gonna happen. Will you ever play Injustice 2 after MK11 comes out? The answer to that is a definite no. But that's just because MK11 will be the new game. I'm sure at some point I'll probably go back and play Injustice 2, maybe, if there's an Injustice 3, but I have no desire to go back to Injustice 2 once MK11 is out. Alright, last couple here. Now that you got your Hunter Predator combo, do you have any other combos you want to hit before MK11 comes out? No, I do not. The Hunter Predator combo, the only reason that I wanted to hit that so bad is because I came up with the second part of that combo. Like the Hunter Predator part of the combo, I came up with it. I got someone else's idea with the down 2 disc. That was someone else's idea. But once I saw that, I was like, wait, hold on. Could I do this, this, and this? And I tried out a bunch of different things, and I came up with the Hunter Predator portion of it. So that's the only reason I wanted to hit that combo. But I don't have any other combos that I'm like, man, I need to hit this combo before the game comes out. It's so cool. Of course, there's combos that are like impractical, that you start off with stand 4 and you do like 3 bars a meter. There's combo video combos, and then there's actual practical combos that you could hit in the game. Even though my Hunter Predator combo isn't like the most practical thing ever, because there's so many things that need to go right in order to get it, it's still practical. So like the impractical combos in combo videos, I'm not even going to attempt those because they're not practical. So no, I do not have any other combos that I want to try to hit. Last one here, how did you get your nickname Super? man, a lot of people have like crazy stories or fun stories about how they got their like nickname or their YouTube name. And as far as myself, it would be really cool to tell you that I found like a piece of kryptonite with the name Super on it, and it said like use this name. But in reality, Xbox One random name generator gave me my name. I'm a huge Superman fan. You guys know he's my favorite comic book character of all time. So I wanted something with like Superman in it. And when I put it into YouTube, into Xbox, obviously Superman was taken. Superman with a lot of different variations was taken. So Xbox One generated Superman 049. And that's what I went with, and that's how I got my name. And then obviously as time went on, I shortened my name to just Super because people just started calling me Super. I used to actually, early on in my YouTube career, I used to call myself Superman. But you know, as time went on, people just called me Super, and I'm like, why the hell am I like saying Superman? This is, say Super. So that's how I got my YouTube name, my nickname, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, definitely not a funny story, cool story like maybe some other people, but that's the simple answer to it. I did not find kryptonite that said use this name. It was just Xbox One random generated name. Oh man, the good old days back in 2009. But that is going to be the end of today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.